I was giving a presentation to the board when my vision went completely black. I heard gasps. Someone screamed. Then I collapsed. I woke up in an ambulance. The paramedic was holding a flashlight to my eyes. "Can you see me?" he asked. "Yes." "What happened?" "You went blind for 3 minutes. Then your vision just came back. At the hospital, they ran every test. CT scan, MRI, blood work. Everything came back normal." The doctor looked confused. "There's nothing wrong with you medically." "But I went blind." "Everyone saw it. Sometimes stress causes psychosomatic symptoms. I'm recommending a psychiatric evaluation." I went back to work 2 days later. My boss called me into her office. "HR needs documentation that you're fit to work," she said carefully. "I'm fine. The doctor said so." "The doctor said it was psychological." She slid a paper across the desk. "Mandatory mental health leave. 2 weeks." My coworker David smirked when I walked past his desk. "Hope you feel better," he said in a tone that meant the opposite. At home, it happened again. I was making coffee when everything went dark. Lasted 4 minutes this time. My roommate found me on the kitchen floor. "This is getting scary. Maybe you should see a psychiatrist." "There's nothing wrong with my brain," I said, but everyone was treating me like I was crazy. My friends stopped inviting me places. My mom called every day asking if I was taking care of myself. The psychiatrist prescribed anti-anxiety medication. Sometimes our mind creates physical symptoms when we're overwhelmed. I didn't take the pills. I wasn't anxious. Something was actually happening to me. It happened again at the grocery store. Everything went black while I was in the checkout line. The cashier called 911. I heard people whispering. Probably drugs. Attention-seeking. So sad. This time, I stayed conscious. Just couldn't see anything. Like someone turned off the lights in my eyes. The paramedics checked my vitals. Everything normal. Again. "Have you been to a doctor?" one asked, sounding annoyed. "4 times. They say there's nothing wrong. Maybe try a therapist instead," he said dismissively. I started keeping a journal, writing down everything I ate, everywhere I went, everyone I saw, looking for patterns. The episodes always happened after I'd been at work, always within an hour of drinking the coffee from the office kitchen. I tested it. Skipped the office coffee for 3 days. No episodes. Drank office coffee on day 4. Went blind 30 minutes later. Someone was poisoning the coffee. But who? And with what? I bought a drug testing kit online, the kind that detects common substances. Took a sample of the office coffee before drinking it. The test showed nothing, but I still went blind an hour later. I called my friend Marcus, who works in a toxicology lab. "Can you test something for me? Something that wouldn't show up on a normal drug test?" He tested it for 2 days. Called me back with his results. "You have belladonna alkaloids in here. It's a plant extract. Causes temporary blindness and hallucinations." Who would poison me with that? Someone who wants you to look crazy. The symptoms go away fast. Leave no permanent damage. Perfect for gaslighting. I set up a hidden camera in the office kitchen, pointed at the coffee maker, left it running for a week. On Thursday, the camera caught David, my smirking co-worker, pouring something from a small vial into the coffee pot, looking around to make sure no one saw. I downloaded the footage, took it to HR first thing Friday morning, along with Marcus's lab results. They called the police immediately. 2 detectives arrived within an hour. Detective Sarah Chen and Detective Mike Rodriguez. They reviewed the evidence in the conference room. "This is attempted poisoning," Detective Chen said. "We need to bring him in." They arrested David at his desk. Everyone in the office watched. They took him to the station for questioning. I went with them to give my statement. Through the one-way glass, I watched David sit in the interrogation room. He was sweating, nervous, kept checking his phone. Detective Chen entered with the evidence, laid it all out on the table, the video, the lab results, my medical records. David's face went white. "Want to explain this?" she asked, pointing at the screen showing him pouring the vial. David started crying, actually crying, tears running down his face. "You got the promotion I deserved," he said through sobs. "I worked here 5 years. You only worked 3 years. So you tried to make me look insane?" I said through the speaker. "They'd let me talk to him. I thought they'd fire you. I thought if you seemed unstable, they'd finally recognize me. I thought I'd finally get what I earned."